Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Forgotten with 774 rating versus Turtle Goblin with 120 ratings. So this is going to be another DB match, new format, and let's go ahead and hop right in. So we're going to go ahead and see Forgotten win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then they're going to decide to go first. 41 versus 40, opening hands, we have Abza. Oh, so this is also post DABL, Byssted, Tracer, Nocto, Recharger. They have Starter, Angler, Imperm, Red, and Swap Frog. So we are going to have Spright up against Dragon. Forgotten's been on Dragon Link for like ever. We're gonna go ahead, normal summon out Recharger, link off in the Striker, and then Striker 1, Nocto 2. Then they're gonna go Imperm 3 on the Striker to shut that down. So now make Romulus. And then Nocto, Romulus, draw on the quick launch, go search Ravine, activate Ravine, Ravine effect, discard to go dump. And then that's going to go dump Safer, then we're going to get that effect to go dump. And then that's going to go dump the Lubellion, Safer effect, banish, add back Lubellion, and then Lubellion effect, go grab Magma. And then summon that out by banishing, activate the effect to search during the end phase, tribute it to bring out Lubellion effect, bring out the trap. Then activate quick launch, summon out Tracer, special summon out Abza, link off in the seal, Tracer effect, target itself. Yeah, I think that was wrong. We're definitely supposed to target Ravine there, right? I guess like you hurt your follow-up, but you trade the Tracer in hand for a Borland on field because you still end with Savage. So pretty much this Tracer and this Ravine, these two cards would equal you a Borland. So do you think Borland's worth investing more cards into? Maybe. I mean, this isn't like bad at all though. Like we have Savage, Seal, Search at End Phase, so we're gonna have Beast plus Dried Worm, follow up. Then we're gonna pass turn. They draw Smashers. And then activate Starter. Starter goes summon, bring out blue, and lose life points. Blue effect to go search, and then that goes through. So blue go grab Jet, and then special Jet effect to go search, and then that'll go grab Spright double cross. So this is the new trap card. This card's pretty good. A lot of people are choosing to not main deck this card and just side deck one copy the same way that the OCG did, just because like, I mean, you already have like a pretty good Spright card that you can just like search. That's good going first. So you don't really need this, and you know it's kind of awkward drawing stuff like even just like Smashers is awkward to draw. Going up against like tier sometimes. So this card's more of like a side deck card, but it's definitely strong. Then we're gonna use Dried Worm effect. They're gonna chain Smashers, chain Savage. I don't know what we targeted with the Dried Worm. Maybe our own Striker Dragon or something. But then we're gonna Savage negate Smashers. So summon out, banish, Beast effect, tribute out blue, Dried Worm send. Then their next play is discard Angler, summon Swap Frog, and that's just such a strong play because you get to bring out two Beavers. We don't even dump swap off of that. Okay, so that means we plan on Gigantic bringing it out later on. Overlay. That will go ahead. No, not overlay. We're going to make Sprind. Okay, and then Sprind effect to go dump. Dump Angler, bring out Beaver. Overlay those into Gigantic. Seal effect, tribute itself. Chain Red to negate. And then Seal's going to bring out Magma effect, then they're going to go Gigantic, detach, bring out Swap Frog effect, dump Swap Frog. Alright, and then Battle Phase, beat over Savage, beat over Magma, you know, it has 0 defense because of summoned off Seal. Go for Elf, bring back Swap. And then overlay those in the toads. So we can set our double cross, end phase, you get to search off Magma, go search for Levy. So this is looking to be a pretty good game. I mean, you know, they comboed. They only got hand trapped once turn one. They were able to break the board. now we're back to the point to, Dragon needs to break through this now. Double Toad plus Double Cross, which Double Cross just takes your monster at any point or monster in your graveyard. They can summon it or equip it to Toad. They're going to Ravine, discard Veiler, and then dump Seyfried. Seyfried effect, banish to add back. So Seyfried, grab back Lubellion, then summon out Levy by banishing just some darks. Try to enter battle phase. They're going to go Elf effect, summon back out red. And then still enter battle. Go ahead, attack Toad, double cross to put the Levy under the Toad. You can't just take it because it needs to go to a zone that you're linked 2 points to. They wanted the red to be safe. So they're going to go ahead and just put it under Toad. And then Lubellion effect to try to go search. They're going to red Tribute Elf to negate that. And then just pass turn. And they draw Jet, so it's pretty obvious who's going to win this game. The player that has Toad, Red, combo going up, and it's their turn, and they're not under like a runic card or anything, so they're actually going to get to like end the game, which is different. Usually this deck just like wins by card. It feels like that's all I've seen like recently. It's just runic Spright, and they just win by card advantage, which I mean, like, how else do you expect to win without a battle phase, Special Carrot. And then link off, go for Elf. It's also going to be interesting to like think about how people are going to approach the Spright Runic matchup like in a tournament scene, because there's time, right? It's going to be like 45-minute rounds. So there's times where like, your opponent's going to win, but they can't attack. And they have to like play next turn and like keep playing. So it can just take up a lot of time. Like, you can easily like make 10 minutes go by just because your opponent activated a runic card, depending on like the whole game state and everything. So if it's like game 2, you could just like, your opponent's deck takes a while to end the game. It's like Striker. In the Striker mirror, if you won game 1, game 2, you just it just takes as long as possible. Actually play to win that game, because you can't win if you're behind, and then game 3 you just win in time. So we're going to bring out red. Well, red's already been out. We're going to try to bring out Spright, but we can't do that because, our opponent doesn't have a monster. But Elf bring out Sprite's good because this can detach to do something, but obviously we can't do it there. On to the next one. We're going to see Forgotten go first. Opening hands, we have Chaos Space, Nocto, Abzerrouter, Magma, Quick Launch. That's pretty good at going first. They have Imperm, Nib, Driver, Veiler, Angler. Okay, and they have triple Hand Trap, and they do need a top deck to be able to play, though. There are a few good top decks. Any, like, Spright monster with Angler works, a Swap Frog. We're going to go Chaos Space, discard Abzerrouter, the combo, the technique, add Lubellion, Abzerrouter, go search, and then Magma, banish, summon. Also, in the video the other day, I was like, oh, I love Safer, discard Abzerrouter, search Nocto. I do love that play. It's so, like, I don't know. It's such, like, a fun play to watch, just because like all the free advantage. But me personally, I was never playing one Nocto in my deck just in case, because like the reason why some people do is because they play one Abzerrouter and 3 Seyfried, but the odds of drawing a 1 of and a 3 of are like pretty low, and then like you're gonna play Nocto in your deck just for that moment on top of it. But also Nocto's like a good extender, but I don't know. I don't personally play Nocto. We're gonna drop Nocto there and get this effect to search during end phase. Then normal summon out Tracer, go for Striker Dragon, activate the Striker Dragon effect, go search Boot Sector Launch. If you want to see me play this deck, you can check out my Patreon down below. Haha, nice little self-plug there. Then go for Romulus, effects, go search Ravine, draw, then discard, go search Dried Worm, then Tribute, bring out Lubellion effect, Chain Veiler, doesn't want to bring out the trap. Then link those off, make Seal, activate Dried Worm, banish Striker Dragon, summon Chaos Space, banish, put back Striker Dragon. Also, Chaos Space search Lubellion is just like such a nice extra play in your deck. And we draw into Lubellion. Then Quick Launch, summon Tracer, activate Boot, effect, pop, bring out Recharger, and then turn those into Savage effect. And then they chain Nib, so tribute the field. Pass over the token, then Dried Worm out that, and Seal go summon. And then Seyfried effect. We could get rid of Lubellion to go search Levy. I mean, that definitely could be done. We could also get rid of this, just go search like a baby dragon. We are going to get rid of Lubellion, go search Levy. And then summon Levy by banishing. Could have Imperm safer there. You know, they did send a level 8 to go search Levy. But I guess, like, maybe you just hope that Levy hits Driver. Because now you need your Angler to stay alive. You are going to need your Imperm to out the interruption that's going to be there. So maybe you just Imperm Safer and pray. But then, like, even if they just make IP, it's enough. Because you know they have Magma to summon on your turn. And then that's able to beat your Angler plus whatever you top deck. Unless if it's, like, specifically a starter or something broken like that. So Levy effect. And no way it hits the Driver, right? No way. Okay, hits the Imperm. Then link off, make dark. Oh, okay. We're gonna safer, grab back, summon, make triple burst. Yeah, summon by banishing. And then go ahead, link those off, go into the triple burst. And then Pisty effect, summon out Safered, use all of those, go for Borderland, end phase, grab Dried Worm, and then pass turn, they get Jet. I mean, it like kind of works. No, not really. Because as long as we have another rocket in deck, which we know that we do, then they're going to go normal summon, okay, special Jet, activate Jet effect, we're going to chain Borderland, negate that, bring out Tracer from our graveyard in attack position, not defense, attack position, because you want to keep this there because you're going to go Dried Worm effect, banish to summon, Tracer, pop it, summon from deck, Dried Worm out a monster. So that way if they like, over, you know, right here, overlay Gigantic, cool, you played another summon, banish, pop, boom, spin, game. So then you want this in attack position so that way they can't go like battle phase, Jet, attack Tracer, and if you want a Dried Worm, send something, you're going to have to do it then and there. So you wouldn't want to do that, but obviously here by the hand and everything, we know that we're not going to get punished. There we go, attack position, see, let's go, they know what's up, Going on to the next game now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to see Turtle Goblin go first, opening hands, we have Gamma, Boot, Safer, Nib, Chaos Space, or we got Nib Gamma, they have Judgment, Nib, Beaver, Imperm Smashers, oh man, they really only had one play, and it's going to get cooked by this Gamma. Yeah, most people Gamma the Beaver whenever it's normal summon. Sometimes you don't if it's like Runic Spright, just because they have a lot of extenders, a lot of like extra things that say like put level 2 on field, so sometimes you don't do it. But against like, you know, this seems like more pure, right? You definitely go ahead and just stop that, because then they have to have starter to keep going. And it seems like everybody had starter before the ban list, but after the ban list, nobody draws that card anymore. So, let's go. Pass, draw Chaos Space. Chaos Space, get rid of Nib, they're going to chain Judgment on it. Chaos Space can still get us a draw if we want by putting back Gamma. We do have another play though of normal summon Safer, so we're going to try to do that first. Summon Safer, effect, tag out, go search Black Dragon, summon Black Dragon by banishing Nib, link off in the Pisty, and then go search, so that means our opponent will probably know that we have our Boot Sector launch in hand, because we went in the Pisty over Striker. Banish, Chaos Space, put back Black Dragon, draw on the Dried Worm. So Safer, Black, Pisty, White, Dried Worm 5. I was gonna say just banish Safer and just attack. You know it's not starter set, otherwise turn 1 they would have kept playing, so it's not like it's gonna block a body. But go in the Romulus, effects, gets hit with Imperm. Then summon Dried Worm by banishing, so that way we can attack before going main phase 2, seal pass, and they're going to drop Nib. They have to, because otherwise they can't beat seal pass. Nib's going to go, get sent by Dried Worm. And then just pass turn, they draw blue, but they don't have anything else. They're getting rid of Nib there with Dried Worm. It's just so huge, getting like the big body off board. The extra body makes like random top decks like blue, jet, red, all like the random levels 2s. just not work anymore. Like even top decking Angler would have been good there because we could go like normal summon Angler, Angler plus Nib. I mean, I don't know their deck list, but you can make Spright, dump Angler, bring out 2 Beaver. At worst, you go Elf and the Gigantic. You're gonna get something rolling there. But we're gonna go ahead and yep, that is going to be it. We also see the Byssted monsters in our opponent's Spright list. I don't think these are bad, and to be fair, like most decks, these aren't really like bad in unless they like, truly conflict with your engine. But I like these cards more in decks where you can use them as like extenders, right? Like in Spright, you can't always use it as an extender because you're gonna like start your turn, you're gonna Gigantic lock yourself pretty early and stuff. But I mean, you can play to make Magnum an extender early on, but then you're probably playing in the Nib. You're playing like really awkward at that point. I don't know. Cool cards though. Hand traps that are also like semi-engine. Like they work as an extender going first. It's gonna search a hand trap at end phase, so it's like just a free body that just searches. A card that works very, very well with IP Masquerena. And then, you just end on IP, you have Dried Worm in hand, you have a DD Crow, you have an IP in the Appaloosa with Dried Worm, Send a Monster. Like, that's pretty broken, I'm not gonna lie. You can, like, Floor Negate and then IP into Appaloosa, so that way you can get Super Polyed on the Appaloosa plus Floor. But they can Super Poly, like, your 2 Darks, but that'd be, like, a little bit more fine, right? Because you just Dried Worm Send, and you would have already used your Floor Interruption instead of like getting hit on Floor Appaloosa without using your Floor yet. Like that's probably just like GG's. But seeing how long the match was, about 36 minutes long. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder's signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.